Americans are heading to the polls after weeks of record-setting early voting. Key battleground states could decide who wins the presidential race between President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden. And some states are just now beginning to count a flood of mail-in ballots, meaning election results could take days to be announced.
We will make America great again. Thank you, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Pennsylvania.
I'm running as a proud Democrat, but I will govern as an American president.
After an unprecedented campaign season, Election Day 2020 has finally arrived, with both candidates offering dueling visions for the nation's future. Trump has pledged to be a political outsider who will bring the economy back, while Biden pitched himself as a president who can unite a divided country. Months of preparations to hold a safe election and tabulate early votes will be put to the test, capping a race that has largely been defined by the coronavirus pandemic. Many states have already seen historic levels of early voting, and more than two-thirds of responders in the latest national WSJ-NBC News poll said they plan to vote early, either by mail or in person.
You two have a duty to vote.
Polls indicate that supporters of Biden are more likely to have voted early, while supporters of Trump are more likely to vote in person on Election Day.
Get your friends, get your family, get your neighbors, get your co-workers, get your boss, grab them by the tie, say, let's go, boss. And get out and vote.
Turnout will also impact other key races. Republicans are defending their Senate majority, which is up for grabs as 14 seats are now considered competitive. And Democrats are working to hold and expand their majority in the House, particularly in suburban districts. And keep an eye on the battleground states that could decide the presidential race.
Hello, Wisconsin. We're back. We're back. We're going to win.
Ohio, one more day.
Well, hello, Pennsylvania.
What's up, Miami?
Key states to watch include the western states of Nevada and Arizona, the midwestern state of Iowa, southern states Texas, Georgia, Florida, and North Carolina, and perhaps most importantly, the Great Lakes states of Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. That's where the candidates held most of their events in the final hours of the campaign.
I've gotten to know this state very well. You know, you're surprised. You know, you're the one that put us over the top. You know that, right? Remember?
Pennsylvania, 2008 and 2012, you placed your trust in Barack and me. Now in 2020, I'm asking for your trust again.
While the most recent WSJ-NBC News national poll shows Joe Biden with a 10-point lead, the race could hinge on states that President Trump flipped by slim margins 4 years ago. In 2016, Trump won Michigan by less than 11,000 votes, Wisconsin by less than 23,000 votes, and Pennsylvania by about 44,000 votes.
Put your ballot right over here.
And what about results? Well, we may get early clues about the race from Florida, Ohio, and North Carolina, where polls close between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern. It could take days to know the winner of states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. That's because laws in those states say election officials couldn't count mail-in ballots ahead of this week. In some states, ballots that arrive after Election Day may also be counted as long as they're postmarked by November 3rd. The late tallying rules have both parties preparing for legal battles.
We should know the result of the election on November 3rd, the evening of November 3rd. That's the way it's been, and that's the way it should be. What's going on in this country?
I don't care how hard Donald Trump tries. There's nothing, let me say it again, there's nothing that he can do to stop the people of this nation from voting in overwhelming numbers and taking back this democracy.